far, Virgo season readings have kicked everyone's ass. And this is your shadow season, babe. So, let's just get right into it. Hydrate, light it if you got it. What's up? It's your girl, Jay, the High Priestess. Back at it again with the general tarot reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For Virgo season 2023, baby. It's your shadow season. And I do feel like the way to combat it, the way to get masterful with it, Pisces, is self-care. Bet you didn't see that coming. Bet you you thought I was gonna say organize, blah, blah, blah. When I leaned into your energy, I worked real hard today. I was like, had little things that made me like proud. Actually, I didn't work real hard today. I just worked today. And I got home and the sun was still out and I took a bath. I don't think I've ever done that. I don't know if like as an adult, like if I've taken a bath like during the day. It's always showers and if I take a bath, usually it's like happening at like 2 a.m. But I did that. I went and like air dried and like meditated on my bed and just like was doing my own thing. And so I do feel like that was a big sign for you, or a big push for you to hate less by way of doing more self-love activities and habits. And like it's time to refine self-care. And that makes sense because your ruling planet, one of your ruling planets traditionally, Jupiter, will be retrograding in Taurus this season. And Taurus is Empress energy. There is something about like how you like value yourself, how you view yourself, how I feel like I want to be closer, darling. How you value yourself, how you view yourself, how you luxuriate yourself, how you treat yourself, how you tend to your senses. I feel like Virgo is like a higher octave of Taurus. Like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And hydrate. Speaking of luxury, darling, this is rosemary lemonade. I feel like there's something about like let yourself be bougie. You may be okay. The retrograde may have you tempted to overspend, may have you tempted to like splurge and spend money inappropriately. But it's like if you are gonna splurge on something, splurge on like self-care, on a reward, on a treat, on something that like rejuvenates you, invigorates you. A moth got in. Dang it. Hi, Mr. Moth. So be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. Patreon gets everything first. Y'all already know, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Over there, I clarify every single card that comes out, and we zap zeep. I'm starting a cult. For free shit, check out my, yeah, and you're gonna have to pay to be in my cult. Just kidding. No, but for real. For free shit, check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything. TikTok at JustJEverything. And for other dope shit that I do, check out my website, JustJEverything.com. All the links are in the description box below. Get comfy. And breathe into your lungs as I create a safe space for my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Virgo season 2023. Speaking of it being your shadow season, I haven't done this, nor will I ever do this data crunch myself. But you know how there's like this running stereotype that Geminis and Virgos are apparently like someone started this. I don't know if it was a rumor or if they just didn't you know, do the statistics and stuff right. But that saying, or that thing that that's the most sign that serial killers are mainly Geminis or Virgos. Turns out someone on TikTok, she was like, I'm not a statistician, but I collected all this data and blah, blah, blah. And she was like showing the charts and the numbers and everything that she did. And she was like, overwhelmingly, the number one sign that are serial killers are Pisces. Fun fact. So, actually, get me a... Oh, no! That wasn't... The lid wasn't on. All right, well, guess my leg needed to be cleansed. Go ahead. Fine. This was a lot of Florida water that spilled. Oh, my God. Okay. But it spilled all on my left leg. Left is the feminine. Legs are like the constitution. Your knees are your direction. So there are, you know, your legs like your foundation, like your mobility. I do feel like there's something about like tapping into the softer side of yourself, tapping into the sweetness, tapping into like the way, the nurturance, the care that you give other people, giving that to yourself, that's bothering me. And giving it to yourself more consistently, it feels like being diligent about your self-care, being diligent about taking care of yourself, being diligent about, and that makes sense because your other ruling planet, Neptune, is retrograde in Pisces as well. And so there should be a lot coming to light or being revealed to you about like your habits and about like reality checks. What have you learned about yourself lately? There's a lot that you will be learning about yourself. Saturn is retrograde in your sign as well. I'm ready. Let's go ahead. I thank you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For Virgo season 2023. All right, Pisces. First card out to be clarified on the selenite throne is the Knight of Cups. That's what I'm talking about. There's something about like romance, like reconnecting with romance within yourself. 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Some of you, it's just like you start treating yourself well and then like, bam, other people start to like court you and treat you well. Even those of you in a relationship, there's something here about like you being sweet to yourself pushes you, pushes or gives other people like the opportunity to be sweeter to you. There also could be something here about like romance, about like receiving romance from other people. There may be somebody else with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements either coming in or starting to court you. There could be just some sort of like emotional pursuit, some sort of quest of love. For some of you, this is like a new relationship, new feelings, and something took off. Someone's moving forward. Someone's pushing forward. And either you are pushing forward to pursue someone or they're, ooh, damn, okay. Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and the Fool. So the Fool's at the center of the reading. 2 knights coming out. So there could be multiple people pursuing you, multiple opportunities. This could be people wanting to work with you, people wanting to sleep with you, people wanting to interact or converse with you. And I feel like I'm not a big, huge fan of you going towards people who are showing up as knights versus kings, but that's my own shit. So there may be something here. You may be in a position where you're not looking for a king. You're not looking for, or, you know, a king meaning not genitalia, king being like a more masterful person or someone older. So there could just be multiple people coming in. I feel like someone is very lovey-dovey and fantastical. Someone's very imaginative, but this could be like champagne taste on a beer budget. And then there could be another one that's another person coming in that's kind of superficial or a workaholic or doesn't have like their money all the way together. I feel like knights do the biddings of kings. So either way, there is this like a lot to learn with these people that are coming into your life. And so either you are moving towards, maybe some of you are moving towards working with like teenagers or working with high school or working with the youth. Some of you are starting new projects. There's some sort of like creative project or creative spiritual, emotional project or pursuit that's happening that has now like kickstarted your habits. And so it's just like your creativity is flowing, and then now your practicality is starting to flow. Starting to get like a schedule or a routine or a structure, more structure in your life. With the Fool moving towards the Knight of Pentacles, just going towards the Fool, the Knights, and yeah, funny how I said that. The Fool going towards the Fools. I feel like with this Jupiter retrograde in Taurus, there could just be stuff going on here with like shifts in who you're hanging out with. You may notice you're hanging out with much younger people, or you're hanging out with immature, like maybe just inexperienced people. There may be just like younger people that are attracted to you, or inexperienced people that are like drawn to you in some sort of way. But there's offers coming in. There's something here about like someone offering you a cup of love, someone offering you a pinnacle. There could be some sort of like collaboration. This also could be job opportunities. There could be something here about moving, visiting, traveling. But I feel like this goes back to what I was saying. There's something here. Let's say your phone's dry as fuck. There's not these aren't other people. I feel like this is like, these are new aspects of yourself that are being initiated, and they're still in the nightly phase. So you are like, there is something here about starting a new cycle or a new pursuit when it comes to love, when it comes to self-love, when it comes to creativity and taking care of yourself. I feel like there's something about offering yourself love and offering yourself consistency, offering yourself commitment, offering yourself there's something of discipline. That's all that this is. This is Saturn retrograde. There's just something here about discipline. And then the Fool is out, and this is Uranus retrograde. Uranus is retrograding before Jupiter. Uranus retrogrades on August 28th, I want to say, in Taurus, and then Jupiter retrogrades on September 4th. And with that Jupiter retrograde, there is something here about like, Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and so, I mean, as well as Pisces traditionally. And so I do feel like you may get this like inspiration to be more nomadic or travel, or there could be some sort of leap of faith that's coming in. There may be somebody with Aquarius or Aries placements coming in to visit. I do feel like there's all this new potential. There is maybe some of you are talking about moving, or the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. There's lots of people here. I feel like you're hanging out with more people than you normally do. Hydrate. And with the Fool out, that's Uranus energy. Uranus is Aquarius. Aquarius is friends. And so I do feel like there's more like your social bandwidth has expanded. You're able to like, maybe you're getting back in the place of like wanting to be social again, or wanting like a fresh start, wanting to move forward. And I just feel like in order for you to start this, have this fresh start, it's going to require you looking at or evaluating, analyzing. Hello, Virgo. It's going to have you analyzing your relationship to practicality, to discipline, to structure, and to also like creating a plan and sticking to it. It's very Taurus. It's very like, can you be consistent? It's almost Emperor. Like, can you make a plan and stick to it? And I feel like there is this leap of faith that's required for you to get this grounded, which is weird. There's something about like leaping into groundedness. Wow. Because it's going to be... Wow. All right, Pisces. Your shadow season can be fucking beautiful. It does not have to be hard. You have so far gotten the best reading. I knew that was going to happen. Virgo has been so hard on everybody, and I just feel like that Virgo energy has been so hard on everybody, and I just feel like you are being asked to mind the company that you keep. You need to determine, do you want to be hanging out with knights, or do you want to be hanging out with kings, queens, emperors, and empresses? You know what I mean when I mean that. I'm not talking about literally. And I also just feel like there is something here about initiation, like your ability to turn a thought into an action, your ability to move forward, to like choose to act on something and do it and be consistent. There's something here about like merging your passion with your practicality, merging your spirituality and your emotion and your intuition with like foot to pavement. Your faith needs to become a verb in Virgo season. And the final two cards are like, hey, damn, there's a lot of redirection. Like the closer, the deeper we get into Virgo season, the closer we get to Libra season, I just feel like you're going to start to see that you're not as like profoundly in control as you think that you are. There is some sort of big turning point. There is the Wheel of Fortune is about seasons, and I feel like there is this season of faith, this season of fulfillment. Saturn in your sign, Neptune retrograde in your sign, all these retrogrades. There's so much medicine that's coming in. And at the bottom of the deck, again, the Ten of Cups. Pisces, I feel like just like Capricorns, you and Capricorn, I feel like are both really working on an end of an era kind of thing. I want this to be lower. Yeah. I feel like y'all are working on like an end of an era kind of thing. Kind of, there's a lot of people here too. Aries, Aquarius, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Aquarius again. There may be somebody from the past coming back in. I also just heard you can't sit with us. So there may be somebody being cliquey or clingy, or there could be something here with like, are you feeling like you fit in? Maybe you haven't been feeling like you can't, like you fit, maybe you haven't been feeling like in with the crowd in some sort of way, whoever you're trying to be around. And I just feel like people come in that you can hang out with, that you can really like connect with. But two knights coming out, that's like movement, progress in multiple areas of your life. And with these knights, it almost feels like the Fool at the center of the reading. Last three cards are major arcana. 2 court cards, 3 major arcana. So this has a lot to do about surrendering. This season has a lot to do with surrender. Forces that, or I just feel like stuff is happening. That makes sense. Saturn is now in Aquarius. Saturn is now in your sign. According to Vedic astrology, Saturn is still in Aquarius. And I'm so excited to I'm so excited to clarify this. There's something like the duality, the light horse and the dark horse, like you finding the merit of the heaviness that you've gone through, and you're prioritizing your light less, and that feels healthy. It almost feels like you guys are starting to understand dark is not bad and light is not good. and you're starting to have like that lesson manifest in your real world, like in your tangible 3D reality. I also feel like there's something here about what do you want to pursue? How do you, maybe some of you are traveling more, you're finally exploring your area that you're in, you're getting out of the house, there is some sort of like offer or opportunity, maybe a group trip or friend trip. This definitely could be about traveling, but I just feel like Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, in the ways that you thought that you were down, I feel like the divine's really about to like spin you to the top of the wheel. And there's all this faith that's coming in, all these new beliefs that are coming in because of these retrogrades in your sign. Neptune retrograde is like, hey, you got to see the truth, you got to see the reality. And I feel like you guys have gotten a dose of the truth and reality, and you're like, skirt, okay, I know what I need to move towards. And because of the movements that you've made, I feel like you're attracting new kinds of people. I also feel like you're able to like lay things from the past to rest. I do feel like you will be motivated to spend money, motivated to be maybe kind of reckless, possibly, or there could be these opportunities to take risks or leaps of faith. And I feel like you are like discerning what to do. I feel like you're in a place, the Fool at the center of the reading, you're at this place where you're not making decisions from this like victimized version of you in the past. I feel like you guys have put a lot down, put a lot of emotional weight down. It feels like you're making decisions with your heart, not just your head. You're making decisions with your spirit. I feel like you're starting to really have a deeper, more profound understanding of faith, and like having that deeper understanding of faith because of like experiences that you've had and the experiences that are coming in. So I feel like some of you are either you're about to go through a hoe phase or you just ended one. There could be something here about like and you know I use that loosely. I think that's like, do what you fucking want to do with your body every day, all day, please. Birthright. Your pleasure is your birthright. Goodness. Mercury is getting ready to retrograde and I can feel it already. There may be somebody younger than you with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements coming in, and I do feel like the first thing that comes to mind is like you're not the only one that they're offering this cup to, so make sure that you're not putting like every single egg you have in a certain basket right now. I feel like the divine's getting ready to spin the block on you, so you don't need to like try to like reason your way or logic your way into something. There is this like divine receptivity. Wow. Bottom of the deck, I'm showing y'all Patreon plunge shit, but bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups, 2 of Wands, Judgment, and the 8 of Wands. So there is something here about like being done with burning out. Avoiding burnout by way of listening to your body, avoiding burnout by way of getting out in the house and like being really in nature, building a new relationship with nature. There may be somebody with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements coming in to visit. And there's something here about exploring, like really going for it. Just saying like, I don't know why, it just feels like there's something that you just want to say fuck it, on. And it feels like some of you the risk or the leap of faith, you're wise enough to be calculated now. You know not to max out your like credit card on stuff that you just don't need. But I feel like get the massage, get the, do the Reiki, get the reading, do the things like that bring you joy, that rejuvenate you, that fill you up. There is definitely someone with Aquarius placements or Aries placement, and this feels like Aquarius. So the Aquarius, I'm going to clarify in the plunge, But I feel like things are really shifting with the Aquarius. Things could be getting way more intimate, way more vulnerable, and I feel like you're shocked in some sort of way. I feel like you may meet somebody or meet cool people while you're traveling. I feel like there's something about Virgo season that initiated in Leo season, where I feel like you are learning to trust your intuition more. You're learning to like understand that there's this mechanism inside of you that's trying to lead you somewhere very fucking specific, and somewhere where you will be a very specifically like a very specific brand of blissful. You know, there is this like, it's almost like understand that your God, like all the promised lands aren't the same. My promised land, my paradise is not the same as yours. You know, and so it's time to start getting real clear with yourself about what that paradise looks like and who do you want to be there when you get there. I do feel like it's really important to be adaptable, because I do feel like there are things that are changing on a grander scale and you don't have control. You don't have control, but I feel like your wishes are coming true. There's like luck, fortune, for some of you even like fame or notoriety or like recognition that's coming in. It's like your vulnerability will be rewarded. Maybe there's somebody else with Pisces or Sagittarius or Aquarius placements coming in. And I feel like there's something about surrender to whatever obstacles are there. Not meaning being passive or being a doormat, but I mean like take the inclusive approach, take the kind, sweet approach. There's something about like choosing compassion, choosing love, choosing vulnerability. And I feel like with the 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, you get your particular brand of fulfillment. And I just want to make sure that whenever you are welcoming in this, like, you know, the 12 hours of light, that you get to experience and like you get to really savor the light that you're in. That you're not in the light and already mentally preparing for the dark or mentally preparing for the storm. You know? I'm hungry to clarify this. Yeah, with all this Aquarian energy, I feel like your hopes are being redefined. You're starting to wish for new things. You're starting to hope for new things because your values are changing. And I feel like you're starting to really figure out like what means the world to you, what really matters to you, Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. And I just feel like life can be a lot sweeter once you start to offload some of this baggage that I feel like has naturally kind of been falling off of you this year. And Neptune retrograde is going to make it easier for you, but Jupiter and Neptune retrograde in Taurus, there's two big boys, two heavy hitters. I do feel like there's something, like, first off, ain't nothing you can't handle, but I don't even see obstacles. This feels like you being guided to what you want. You getting the opportunity where it's just, I just feel like it's just like, I always get what I want. I'm so lucky. And I wish that for you. Let yourself dream bigger. Let yourself figure out what is that thing. If you could be I'm so lucky about anything, what would be that thing that you would receive? And some of you, this has to do with movement. Some of you, it has to do with studying. Some of you, it has to do with school. I feel like there's like a turning point in school and studying, maybe a shift in what you want to study or what you want to be known for. There's a lot of, with the Wheel of Fortune out, I do feel like Virgo season is going to be very symbolic. So there's a lot of signs and synchronicities to pay attention to. So let yourself strip away your pride, let your freak flag fly, and surrender to the fact that you're not in control, you're not supposed to be, and you have the ability to coast. Congratulations. Nice. I low-key feel jealous. Every other reading has been so like giving shitty news, and this is awesome. This is like new friends coming in. People want to spend time with you. People want to be around you. And I feel like you finally, it's like the energy levels that are coming towards you, you can finally match that. You finally have the bandwidth. You finally have the energy to like explore, be a person, create, fucking be led. Luxuriate yourself, darling. I'll see you at the plunge. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.